Are you ready for a new job? This morning, we're looking at ways to kickstart your job search and land that dream position. Briar Dougherty, CEO and founder of Career Organic, is here now live with some strategies to help you plot your next move. Briar, welcome to the program. We're so glad that you're joining us. You're helping professionals all over define their career goals. So help our viewers here. What steps would you recommend for beginning that job search?
Sure. I think the most important thing is to create a strategy. So a lot of people start applying and sending out their resumes and connecting without really understanding those milestones. And that typically leads to burnout and fatigue during the application process and the job search. So I like to kind of back up and then start with understanding how many applications do you want to submit on a weekly basis. So if it's 20 applications, maybe it's 2 a day that you need to hit, or 3 a day that you want to hit each day. And then you want to create a list of where you're going to be searching for these jobs. So what job boards do you want to kind of hit? LinkedIn, there's Angel List, there's Monster, there's Indeed. So there's a lot of different job boards that you can be on. So creating that list and going through it on a daily basis can expedite how you hit that number of applications, and you could feel like you are succeeding each and every day and not get fatigued.
So you're sending out those resumes and you're casting out that wide net. Let's say you do make that connection, you get a call for an interview. How do you prepare for that interview?
Sure. I see 2 big misses when it comes to interview prep. One is missing out on stories. So a lot of interviewers or interviewees go into the interview kind of unprepared. And what you can do in advance is think about 3 to 5 different career experiences, or if you're just starting out, maybe some projects that you did in school, or even military separations, some of those big projects or endeavors and ventures that you had in the military. And so you pick that 3 to 5, and you break down those stories. And so when you get to the interview and someone's asking, tell me a time when you've had to work with a team in order to succeed, you have one of those stories already prepared for yourself. Where I see if you don't do those stories in advance, you're getting there and you're really having to think on the spot. It makes it a lot more stressful. And then the second tip for you would be to answer 2 questions before you get into the interview. One is, how do you problem solve? And so going through a strategy or a set number of steps for every time you have to problem solve, we'll be able to pull different answers quicker into the interview. And then how do you approach work or projects? And so those approaches are typically very different. And if you can have those headers ahead of time, so step 1 is identifying the problem, step 2 is working with the team to solve it, and step 3 is execution. When they ask you a question, the steps you need to walk through for them to understand you better as a candidate.
Right, so prepare those stories beforehand. Great advice there. We only have about 20 seconds. Talk about the biggest mistake that you see job seekers make.
Not having a target. So going to market, casting too broad a net, not having a refined search in mind, and that leaves them with less applications getting returned by recruiters.
All right, Briar Dougherty, thank you so much for your time and insight, and good luck to those out on that job search and hopefully landing what they love. Thank you so much.
Thank you.